election, last week in the Oval Office, I asked you about if Ilhan Omar should be censored. Congress censored her, and I just want to get your reaction to that.
They did censor her.
Good.
When did this happen?
Yesterday.
Yeah, good. I think she's terrible. I think she should be impeached. I think she's terrible. Is she originally from Somalia?
Yes, sir.
So how are they doing this? How's their government? Do they have a president? Do they have a council? Do they have anything? Do they have police? I love these people that come from a place with nothing, no anything, and then they tell us how to run our country. No, I think if she got censored, that's great. If she got impeached, that's even better. They impeached me twice for nothing. And they impeached me knowing the Republicans are on my side, so they knew it was just, but they impeached me twice. She should be impeached, and it should happen fast. What she says is out of line. Yeah, go ahead. Anybody else?
Now let's talk about this clip. President Trump is calling for Ilhan Omar to be impeached, and he's not mincing words. He says it should happen fast. And you know what? He's right. Because Omar has consistently shown disdain for America, for our values, and for the very Constitution she swore to uphold. When someone in Congress openly undermines this country, when they put foreign interests or radical ideology above the people they were elected to serve, they don't deserve to stay in office a single day longer. Here's the thing. The left always rushes to protect their own, no matter how damaging their words or actions are. Omar has a long history of controversial statements, including remarks that many Americans view as anti-American and anti-Israel. Instead of being held accountable, she's been elevated by the Democrats as a face of their so-called progressive movement. That should tell you everything you need to know about where the Democratic Party stands. Trump calling for her impeachment isn't about silencing dissent. It's about accountability. If Republicans had someone in their ranks constantly trashing America, the media and Democrats would demand their resignation immediately. But when it comes to Omar, they circle the wagons. Why? Because identity politics is their shield. They think criticism of Omar can be dismissed as racist or Islamophobic, when in reality it's about her record, her words, and her actions as a sitting member of Congress. We need to be honest. This country cannot afford leaders who don't believe in America first. We've got wide-open borders, inflation that's crushing working families, crime through the roof, and a government more interested in policing speech than protecting its people. At a time like this, every single person in Congress should be fighting for the interests of Americans. Omar, she's made it clear she's got a different agenda. So Trump is absolutely right. Impeachment should happen fast. The question is, will Republicans have the spine to actually pursue it, or will they cave under pressure like they so often do? That's where you and I come in. We've got to keep holding their feet to the fire. We've got to keep demanding accountability. If you agree that enough is enough, make sure you share this video, leave a comment down below, and let your voice be heard. Subscribe to The Outside Punch for more straight talk, no filters, no apologies. This is about saving the country we love, and it starts with calling out those who don't deserve to represent it.
Minnesota State Representatives in making these requests, and I think there's 6 here today. These representatives include Glenn Gruenhagen of Glencoe, Eric Lucero of Dayton, Shane Mecklin of Clear Lake, Tim Miller of Princeburg, Linda Runbeck of Circle Pines, Cal Barr of East Bethel, John Poston of Lakeshore, Dwayne Quam of Byron, and Jeremy Munson of Lake Crystal. We are making this request on 3 direct grounds. First, Representative Omar improperly and deliberately filed for a tax status for which she was not qualified, an illegal action in both federal and state law. The Minnesota Campaign Finance Board found on June 6th of this year that she illegally used campaign funds to pay a law firm to review her tax records. The Campaign Finance Board exposed crystal clear probable cause for a tax fraud or tax evasion investigation when they discovered that Representative Omar filed as married and filing jointly with Mr. Ahmad Hersey in 2014 and 2015. During those years, she was legally married to Mr. Ahmad Elmi. Did the illegal filing produce a lower tax liability for the couple? Did her illegal tax filing bring her tax exemption for which she was not legally qualified? Usually people choose the tax filing status that yields them the lowest tax liability. Also, the board shared that the couple filed jointly during 2 specific years. Ilhan Omar and Ahmad Hirsi have been together as a couple for 17 years. Given her record of crimes and violations of so many laws, it may be worth evaluating her claims of status in those other years as well. Second, Representative Omar lived together simultaneously with her first and second husbands at the same addresses in Minnesota and North Dakota in 2009 through 2011. The tax enforcers may need to check if she used an illegal tax filing status and obtained tax deductions, including standard deduction levels for which she was not qualified in those years. Third, we know that Representative Omar took improper kickbacks from 3 Minnesota colleges in 2017 when she oversaw their state budgets in 2017. Under campaign pressure, she returned those kickbacks in 2018. It is worth checking to see if she reported the kickbacks as income in 2017 or deducted the paybacks as expenses in 2018. 5 grounds for an investigation include corruption in public office and tax evasions on grounds of illegal filing status, improper deductions, concealed income from kickbacks, and improper claims for expenses. We are also aware of Representative Omar's pattern of improper conduct. She has been fined by the Campaign Finance Board for diverting campaign funds for an unpermitted political trip to Orlando. She has been directed to pay back her expenses for uncovered political trips to Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Chicago, Florida, and Washington, D.C. She has been punished for conversion of campaign funds to pay for personal legal and accounting services. She has flouted laws regarding the filing of her personal financial data in a way that distorted the political campaign process. On June 25th, I asked my Congresswoman Angie Craig to launch an investigation into these improprieties. That went nowhere. She said, do it yourself. So on July 23rd, I asked the U.S. House Ethics Committee to investigate Representative Omar. That request is currently being reviewed by the Office of Congressional Ethics. On that same day, I launched OmarTruth.com in an effort to rally Minnesotans and Americans to help bring political pressure to bring about a congressional investigation. After 2 weeks, we have over 44,000 citizens expressing their strong desire to bring about a full investigation, and the list is growing. I will be adding today's request to the facts available on OmarTruth.com. Today, I and 9 other representatives are asking the nonpartisan federal and state tax enforcers to open investigations. We are simply asking them to do their jobs. You guys have anything? Questions, anyone?
Do state lawmakers have sway to influence the IRS or Minnesota Department of Revenue? Have you successfully asked for such things in the past? Is there a precedent?
I think certainly there's precedent, and I think it's incumbent upon us, Mary, lawmakers, the media, and others, when they see very clear, blatant violations of our laws, to find every way we can to appeal to the people who can investigate and prosecute.